Hey guys, Murph here for my brand new channel, my new city building and tycoon channel. This will be my first episode. We're giving this game Atomic Society a wee go. Now, as a few of you may know me, you know me for my sim racing exploits. Well, my other big passion in gaming is city and tycoon building games, those micromanagement style games. Anyway, we'll give this Atomic Society a go. It's an early access game, as it says up above, contains several bugs and missing features. So we'll start a new game. I have had a wee play, so I understand how it all works, so it's going to be as much a trial as a tutorial as well. So anyway, the briefing says, the war destroyed everything. Law and order became a distant memory. You are fortunate enough to avoid the carnage in a government bunker. After many years, the radiation levels dropped, making leaving possible, but the bunker leadership became fearful. What if it was still chaos up there? In the end, the majority voted it was too risky to leave. Excuse me. Then you volunteer to go if just a few engineers would come with you. With the supplies they could carry, you prove it was possible to rebuild the society. The majority laughed at you, but agreed if you successfully succeeded in building a large town with stable population, they might come up too. And if you fail, who cares? Oh, I really must not like this guy. Really mustn't like me. Anyway, you and a few engineers prepare to leave the bunker for the first time, knowing that the others will lock the hatch after you. The future of society is in your hands. Pressure much? Anyway, we'll choose our designer character. You can change the hair, the hairstyle, the clothing, the skin tone, and which sex you are. So we'll go male. We'll have greyish hair with a beard. Got to have a beard. I do like the red top. Go kind of lightish coloured or tanned coloured skin. Go for some leggings. Man, those brown pants make his junk look huge. Look at it. Look at it. The women will love him and the men will fucking be jealous of him. Anyway, but we'll go black. Can't go wrong with black. You can type in your name as so, but we will randomise it. Call them. We got Hayden, Jamie, Benjamin, Cedric, Joanne, we'll go Daniel. Just a nice solid Daniel. Nothing wrong with that name. The last name we'll call him Daniel Whitaker. For randomise the age, we'll go 23. We can choose different beliefs. You've got Christianity, you've got Catholic, you've got Protestant, you've got Buddhist, you've got all sorts of stuff, even New Age, Atomic. But we'll go Satanist. We'll worship Satan. Got a few maps to choose from with wasteland, canyon, dunes, valley, floodplain, forest, tundra, iceberg and summit. But I think we will go forest. Give the forest a good go. No, we'll go valley. Everyone loves a good valley. Accept that. Now we'll start to load. Got a bit of sound coming in now, the sounds of the wasteland. Now I have given this a wee play before, so I'll get the idea. I think I've already told you that. Now the first thing you'll do is we'll ignore the tutorial because it's good, but it's not great. Now we've got to choose where we start building, so you've got to look around a wee bit. We'll zoom out. And the big thing you got to do to start off with is find a good place with a good building, which you'll build as your storeroom, but you want to have it close to other materials. And you also got to plan out your city, where you're going to build everything. So I'm liking the look of this one around here. Down the bottom's limited in terms of where you can build. Build here, you've got a couple of things. Short trek down to the bottom, stuff down there. Not too far to get to those. No, I think we'll go with here. Because then we can build a city. Oh, will we? Yeah, we'll stick with here. There's a few options for building, so we'll build here. We'll choose this one. Oh, it doesn't really matter, does it? We'll start there. We'll send the... Okay, here we go. After leaving the bunker, you have travelled to a remote area avoiding the dangerous city. Most of the survivors are gathered in isolation. Isolated safe regions like this. Even as you hike here, a large group of sick and hungry survivors join you, curious to see if a bunker dweller had anything to offer. They have little faith in your vision of a new home, but they will reluctantly work if you provide them jobs and lead by example. The engineers with you are wary. These people look dangerous, they say. You can tell some of the survivors have grown used to anarchy in the wasteland. Won't be easy turning this group of idle strangers into a community, and some of them look like they are ready to drop dead from the long hike. If it does, it doesn't matter. No matter how many die, you won't let the people in the bunker be proven right. Society can be rebuilt. The survivors with you say word has already spread across the region. Others will come to see what you have to offer. Your upcoming town will provide civilization is still possible, or maybe not. Anyway, we'll get this first building underway. We'll send our leader to build it because these guys go a lot slower than the leader. We start off with 50. I bet you by the time they even get here, half of them will be dead, or at least a few of them anyway. We have got a few items. I have got a bit of a game plan on how to start our city. We'll just place that down in front of me. Now that can change over time. Yeah, once that's built, we'll have to scavenge for some stuff. We'll slow it down. We'll have to scavenge for some stuff. Now, it seems tempting and logical to build wells and food and shelter early on, but I think the first thing we actually need to do is build a builder's hut so that you don't have to do all the building. Then a scavenger's hut, some more storage, and then eventually after that you can build the food and the well. Anyway, we'll call it, because the wasteland's a bit of a hellish place, we'll call it Hell's Bells. And we'll get that underway. Now we'll send him over here. We'll send him to get, basically it'll be mostly metal. We'll get this built up. We'll want to get around 15 of each before we do anything. We'll send them back here. How much of each have we got? 10 of each. Where's that car? We'll do it again. About enough, so we'll send them over to this building because it's all metal over here. We'll concentrate on masonry this time. So we've already got plenty. Now it takes a bit longer when you're finding a specific type of item. Sometimes. There we go, survivors have arrived. Get a whole bunch more materials. Found a larger backpack, so that's handy. So the medium backpack allows you to get. Oops. Oh well, that's now been turned into storage, which I do need. And now we will build. So I didn't mean to turn that into storage, but hey, it is what it is. So we will build the first builder's hut, and that can go here like so. The second thing we will build is a scavenger's hut, which we need more bloody resources. We'll speed this up. We'll send him over here. Oh, of course he's already there. Now, Nick, what are we short on? We're short on masonry. Now, where's a good building for masonry? This church looks pretty good. Now, as you can see, if you hover over it, it will show you what you've got. And it seems to be the order it shows up there is the order of priority that they have in the building. And you can use a bit of logic. If it's a church with stone building, it's going to have plenty of masonry. So now wait for that to be built. Wait for my leader to make it all the way over there. Shouldn't take too long. Unfortunately, people are dying as we do all this. Get people, as many people in there. There we go. He's grabbing it all as we speak. It's taking a bit longer. I might just open this up to everything now. And as soon as it says up there, we will send him back. Right, as soon as he gets here, we will build a scavenger's hut. And we'll build the structures of life from here. Build the scavenger's hut under the tree. Now while that's being built, we can start looking at building some of the items. So we need some water. As you can see here, that's the one that's depleting the quickest. Now you've got a few options with regards to that. We've got two options. We've got a water well, which produces 3 water per cycle every 4 days. So it takes up 3 workers, and it costs exactly the same as a dew collector. Dew collector's downside is it takes 12 days, but you produce 1 more than with a well, but you use less workers. So that's the key. Now, before we go any further, we will have a look around this area and decide where we're going to build a town. Now, I'm thinking we will build the town, build a bit of industrial area here. It spreads over into a bit of a farmland here. We could build some farmland off of here as well if we need it. Kind of a medical area somewhere around here. Town centre around here, just buildings rocking around it. Anyway, we will get the scavenger's hut going because that is kind of critical. We'll build the water area. So we'll use this will be industrial in here, so we'll use this side here just to build the dew collection. Build one of those. Whoops. Get him to help. And then we will build the farming. Now we'll build it to across. We'll build it so we can build 2 lines of water here. Where are we? I've already built the dew collector. So we're looking at a greenhouse, so we can go about there. We'll build 2 of these. Now I'll show you the difference between the 2 of them. I'll add people into there now. The difference between the 2 of them. Livestock builds 40, so it builds a lot of meat in a time period of 60 days. So it's quite a long period though. A greenhouse builds 12 in a third of the time, but of course that's a little bit less. Yeah, it's a little bit less than what the livestock build, but you also got to look after the vegetarians, unfortunately. So they've both got trade-offs. The meat is a wee bit more productive. And cost saving in terms of the amount of people that take to create it as well. But on the flip side, yeah, they both work equally as well. So we need some more masonry, we need some more lumber. So we'll send our team leader back up to the top. Speed it up. Because we need another dew collector before we go any further. And then I think after that we'll look at building the repair shacks. Look at him run. Look at him run. He's going to run up the hill in a second. There we go. He turns, runs up the hill. And our greenhouses are ready to go. So we will maximise these. Once they're built, get people working in them. So it only takes 4. They're more efficient actually in terms of people. Find time's not as much of a worry, but people are. Is he already full? Oh, he is. Wasted the time there. I'll send him over here. Didn't want to stop you running. I want to move myself. It's the annoying thing, as soon as you're selected on the leader, as soon as you press the WASD keys to move your character, it suddenly starts, if you're selected the team leader, it starts moving him, which is utterly annoying. We need lumber now. Where's a fine source of lumber near here? There we go. Take it from the power pole down there. Oh, a message arrives. This is intriguing. While you are hard at work, a small group of strangers enters the town. You've seen many unusual people since leaving the bunker, but the group stands out. The other citizens seem nervous of them and keep their distance. It appears the strangers are slaves as their eyelids have been removed. Ow. That sounds terrifying. Sounds painful, like your eyes are permanently covered in, like, dust gets in there and it's, not good. Anyway, stop thinking about that. So the eyelids have been removed and their wrists are shackled together, yet they appear confident and even arrogant. They claim to be the voice of the true ruler and tell you this is not your land. The true ruler of this area has one law. All settlements that seek to grow over 200 souls, grow above 200 souls, or last a full 3 years will be considered a threat. They must submit. This is all they will tell you. You try to invite them in, but they simply walk back into the wasteland and fade away. Your people are alarmed. There have been rumours of a tyrant out there far away. Perhaps you will meet this person one day. He sounds like a nice character, doesn't he? Ripping eyelids off people and shackling them arms. Anyway, where were we? We got our team leader getting some wood. Shouldn't be too bad down here. Halfway there now. And we'll send him back. And once he's back there, we should be good to go on the next stage, which will be building another well, I think. Another dew collector, should I say. There we go. Good, I haven't stuffed it up. Send him back down there, get some more wood, I think. Right, so next on the list is, before we go any further, before we start even looking at building some housing, which you may seem as a priority, but it's not right now. We are going to build a repair shack in this area. Repair shacks, just because all these buildings, they do tend to degrade over time, you do need to start looking at just repairing, having them continuously being repaired. It's an annoying thing of the game, but it is what it is. Sweet, so we're almost there in terms of the timber. We're there for timber now. So what we might just do is switch it over to masonry and we'll send them back up to the top here. Sweet, the repair shack is done. I always like just to keep it limited and have a few of them all around the town. Now one more thing before we build start building some housing. You need a crematorium spread out all through the city. Because you get dead bodies and they create disease and the plague and all those sorts of things. So we need to extract as much out of them as we can. Leah's inventory is full. We'll send him back here. We'll slow the game down once that's built. Once he's back, actually. So add the people in there, so they'll go around collecting the bodies, then burning them. Food and water starting to look quite good. Our healthcare and entertainment's going down, so's our housing. So he's back. We will slow the game down now. So we need to build some housing. So I'm thinking we'll leave these farms here, like so. Build another one set up there. And we can always build off behind, up around here. We'll build our first set of houses. Now, you got options. You got basic shack that gives 15 people 40 rest per stay. A tenement which will give you 70 rest for 15 people per stay. But for the price difference, you might as well just build a luxury house which gives you 100 rest per stay and 15 people, and a luxury tower that does the same but with 40 people. Now I'm just going to do the math. So you got 15 times, so 45. See, it's not worth building that at 16. It looks good and I'll probably build some later on, but you're better off just building a whole bunch of luxury houses. But what we will do is we'll build them into streets. We'll rotate this around. I like to have it still, even though it's a post-apocalyptic city, I do like to try and keep things looking the part. Actually, while we're at it, what are we struggling for in terms of resources? Masonry again. So we'll send them back up to the top. All storehouses are full. Okay, before we build those houses, we'll build another storehouse, which we'll build a giant one. That gives us a lot of movement when it comes to... We'll rotate it around. So the entrance is at the front. So that'll give us a lot more room to expand to get supplies. We'll build a couple of them soon because we really want to max out our supplies so we're not struggling if we have disasters where buildings get torn down and people get killed and all that sort of thing. So we've got that building. Now we'll look at our housing. Luxury houses. As I say, there's no point going for anything other than luxury houses, as they create more... As the rest just don't create. Where are we? Gotta press the right buttons. As luxury houses just encourage people to come to your town. Build as many as we can for now. Oh, can we fry? Yeah. So if the luxury, there tends to be more people that come to the town rather than the other ones. It's just like, well, why would you come somewhere if it hasn't got the best luxury? our best buildings. Anyway, we're just about out. Hopefully they'll be built by the time he gets back. He's full now, so we'll send him back. We should be right. Yeah, we're down to 70. What we're lacking is masonry again. Got plenty of dew water at the moment. Bodies have been collected nicely, so I might just have less people working there. We'll speed this up until the town leader gets... Actually, no, I won't at least that. There is still some dead bodies. There we go. He can go and help build these. And we'll slow this down and we'll finish those other 3 that I was planning on building. Once they are built... Yeah, luxury... No, not luxury tower. We want luxury house. So the towers are not as economical as these are in terms of the amount you get for building them. Where are we? Luxury house. I can't build exactly opposite it, so we might just... That's weird. Have to build this a bit further back and a bit further out. I wanted. Oh, we'll be able to put some decorations in here, which also encourages people to come. Now we've got that building. I think this will be a good time to end this episode, so... quick review of it though. What can I say? I wasn't actually that excited about this game when I first saw the screenshots, when I first even watched people. I watched a couple of trailers a couple of days ago, but I thought, you know what, I'll take the bullet, I'll do the whole Steam, buy it for 2 hours, refund your money if you don't like it. Well, that 2 hours went before I realised and couldn't take it back, and that was because I was really enjoying the game. So, I'm stuck with it, I'm building a review, and I'm actually loving every minute of it, so highly recommend getting it. Use that Steam refund option, give it a go. It's cheap enough, I'm not sure what it is in American or Euro, but here in New Zealand it was $18 on Steam, which is... I mean, I work an hour. I only need an hour to pay that off, and hey, I've got well over my money's worth already. We'll definitely make a few more episodes of this. This was just episode 1. We'll build a bigger bright city. We'll try and get to our goals, which I never showed you. The goals in this is to get population 350, town hope rating up to 30%. Town fully protected from raiders. All 5 town bars need to be above 50% and enact at least 6 laws. So we'll definitely get to that. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. Get that bell on if you want the notification of when I've put up another episode. And have a good day. Ciao.